It's been a time of upheaval for Accrington Stanley, difficult times for everybody here, but you put the interim management structure in place and the search for a new manager has now begun in earnest. Where are you with the process?
No, it's been going, you say upheaval, and we had the drama of last Monday and it was obviously a little bit upsetting. It came as a bit of a shock when John and Jimmy went, but I think straight away the day after, when we got up the interim management team in place and the lads all came down and we all sat down with the staff as well, I think everyone will agree there was a real sense of positivity, and I think that had an effect on Saturday when we got the result. The big question on everyone's lips now is when you're going to appoint somebody else, how's the search for a new manager going? And the answer is genuinely we're not making any rush decisions at all. We're going to take our time. We've had probably 60, 70 applications, some of which have been very good and some are a little bit sillier, but that's all part of the fun. And the idea is really just to take our time. We're in no desperate hurry. The lads are happy as a squad, and Liam and Brian and Phil are doing a fantastic job, so we'll take our time and make sure that we make the right decision.
72 jobs in the Football League and 20 in the Premier League to be going at. Has that been reflected in the standard and the quality of the applicant?
Yeah, certainly there's some good names in there and some very experienced people, as well as perhaps some less so who probably deserve to be given a chance. And I think Accrington Stanley is a great club for anybody to come to. It's a club. We might not have the facilities of a large championship club, but it's a club where a manager gets the backing of the supporters and of the board and of the staff, and I think that's probably that helps as well when you're looking to bring somebody in.
You say there's no rush. What kind of a time scale is no rush?
It's a very ambiguous time frame, is that, isn't it? I think it's just we don't know ourselves. The big thing is this is the first time that any of us at the club have ever had to appoint a manager. So and we'll certainly be seeking advice from other people as well. But it's something we've got to get right. And John Coleman was here for 12, 13 years, and we want the next person who comes in to be here for that length of time as well. We're not a club that looks to sack managers as soon as something goes wrong, and we want to make sure we've got the right person in terms of working with the board, working with the people at the club, working with the players, somebody who fits in well, who knows what we expect, and who has a long-lasting relationship with Accrington Stanley.
And so with your interim management structure in place, that's likely to stay in place for weeks, if not perhaps months?
Well, we've been open and honest and upfront with all three of the lads that have kind of stepped in and done the job so far, and we've told them that they are an interim management team. We will look at other options, and it might be that in the next few weeks that they do particularly well. Obviously, it started off with a win already, at which point we'd ask them, would they apply for the job as well? And speaking to Liam and the lads, it would appear, as one would expect, that they would be interested in doing that. So I think it's a good idea to give them chance to give it a go as well, and see where we are in I would say in a few weeks rather than a few days.
Obviously, John Coleman, Jimmy Bell now gone. Their backroom staff were all put on gardening leave when their departure happened. What's the latest on those people?
No, we put the management staff who were still at the club on gardening leave last week, which I think is standard practice really, because you're never quite sure who your outgoing manager is going to want to take with him, and obviously there's a conflict of interest if the manager who's left is looking at taking players and other staff with him. So I think it's fairly standard practice. In the end, Joe's gone off to Rochdale with John. Mark Patterson has left the club. It's a bit of a restructuring really on the coaching side. Obviously, we've had something similar behind the scenes, and just looking for the most efficient use of money. And also Billy Stewart, who does a bit of coaching with us, will probably continue to work with the goalkeepers for now.